So you've already covered all 10.
Yes, sir.
So the question is, like, is there one you want to look at more?
I would like to look at the compass a little bit more.
Okay.
I have a question about when we go from one leg to the center to the other.
Yes?
I feel like when I start out, my back is higher. When I reach out in the middle, then I feel my back goes down lower, straighter. And then, so then this one is the same as the middle, but the first one seems a little bit high.
Would you mind being the person we demonstrate on?
No.
Okay. So let's do it sideways. So how about face me this way? Separate your feet shoulder width. And that looks good. Make it just a little bit wider. There you go. Okay. And reach up. Okay. You feel a connection from your feet to your hands? You feel it? Let the palms turn towards each other a little bit. All right. And one, bend to the right. Look towards the hands. Yeah, look towards the hands. There you go. Looks excellent. Two, keep the legs the same. Palms face the foot, fingers point towards one another. Down to the right. Keep the legs straight. Okay. Feel the pressure in the balls of your feet. Feel the balls of your feet
Yes.
pushing back, so you feel the connection from the balls of your feet all the way to your fingertips.
Yes.
Okay, you are already level, so don't come up, but just reach forward. Reach straight forward, upper body comes parallel to the floor. You still feel a connection between the balls of your feet and your fingers.
Yeah.
That's parallel to the floor. Lift your head up a little bit more. That's your head now being parallel.
Okay.
Okay, slowly lower down to your left. Palms face the foot, fingers point towards one another. Breathe out a little bit, breathe in, breathe out, relax, feel the bottoms, feel the connection to the balls of your feet. Okay. Okay, and roll to the left, roll through a side bend, to a lean back position, easy, lift up through your chest, that's it. Roll to the right, to a side bend, that's it. And slowly come back up to center.
Wow.
And lower the hands down.
Wow.
Does that answer your question?
That's different. That's different. Okay. I'm just, for some reason, I just felt discomfort.
Well, we have to balance it out. Are you willing to do the other side?
Sure.
Yeah, and I'll do less correction. I'll see what you
Okay.
can see what you can reproduce. One bend to the left. Look towards the hands. Get your focus. Get your breathing. Okay. And two, down to the left. Still feel the connection in the balls of your.
Got a little cramp.
Okay. Back up. Come back up. Make sure your feet are parallel. Okay. And reach up. Yeah, we kind of rushed it that time. Okay. Yep, that's it. And one, bend to the left, look towards the hands. That's it, easy. Two, down to the left, palms face the foot, fingers point towards one another. You feel the pressure in the balls of your feet
Yes.
to the fingertips. Now three, reach straight forward. Again, I'll do minimal correction this time. Do a little bit on the arms. Lift the head up a little bit so that the spine's parallel. That's it, and bend the whole thing forward slightly more. That's parallel, by the way. Down to the right, palms face the foot, fingers point towards one another. Feel the pressure in the balls of your feet. That's it. Now roll to the right, roll through your side bend to a lean back position. Easy, easy, lift up through the chest to lean back. Pressure the balls of the feet. Roll to the left. And make sure you don't feel the back bend anymore. And then, so you're pulling up from the sides, no pressure on the spine.
Wow.
Different, huh?
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Okay, she's
Yeah.
back. She's all
It
good.
is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I always enjoy
You're
watching
welcome.
him correct performance. Thanks, Master G.
You're welcome. You had a question about the
Thank you
weight.
so much.
See you next time.
Yes, thank you.
So, Compass, any other questions?
Kind of a question. I have lumbago, which means the vertebrae can
Yes,
shift.
yes.
And I feel it on the left when I'm going out. So I'm trying to figure out how to abbreviate it because it doesn't hurt when you do that, but it's loud enough that I don't want it to start hurting.
Right, okay, and so,
Yeah.
can I see you do it? And I'll see if I can make any edit,
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to abbreviate it so it doesn't.
right,
happen.
right, so if I could just kind of see you go through it, protecting your back, and then I'll see if there's any little changes that I can make, because I don't want to throw something out that is completely not helpful.
Well, I tell you if that was true.
Well, I would like to avoid you having to tell me. I would like Tai Chi to be a pain-free zone. But every body is different, so I want to kind of see how your body wants to protect itself. And that one's okay? You feel okay
Yes,
with there?
I'm fine there, yes.
Okay. All right, continue whenever you're ready.
Now, this is the heart side. If I go real slow, sometimes it doesn't.
So- You've maybe already done a little twist, so.
Okay, maybe that's it. Is that right?
That looks right.
Now, here's.
It's the down that gets you.
Oop, there, just got me.
Okay. Let's see.
After that, it's okay. it's
But
like-
you feel it like shift on you?
Just as I start to go down, I can feel it go bonk.
So,
That's all right, you don't have to answer now.
no, I'm going through it with myself here, so if I were gonna modify that, you might be moving too much in the lower vertebrae versus like from the waist up.
Okay,
So, see, here's what I mean. So if I'm here, and I'll see if I can do it from the camera. If I allow myself to rotate, like if I'm thinking here,
mhm,
there's a pinch that happens,
yes,
and we're not going for pinch, so I'm not twisting my trunk. But if I think from the waist up, where this really stays pretty static, see, I'm not, this has stayed fairly still. And I start to go down from here. Does that make sense?
I'm trying to. Oh, I didn't feel it that time.
That looks pretty good.
It does look good. So I suspect you've been twisting a little too much too low in your spine. So just like with rhinoceros gazes at the moon, how this stays still and you rotate from your waist and above, same kind of thing for this, particularly if you have a delicate low back, is, I don't pinch. I
Mhm.
keep that tuck, which allows some space to stay in there. And then I rotate from here. And then my low back feels, and I got a wonky low back too. And I don't feel it if I really focus on tuck and rotating from my waist.
You have to practice that a bit.
Can you show it going into the bend again from being angled to the side, going into the bend?
So it starts here even, like I don't think lift through your upper body, root through your lower body, and that's gonna put some space in those vertebrae anyway. Because it's real easy to kind of slink down in it and then you're actually compressing your low back when you do this, which it's not, it's a back stretcher in a good way, not in a creepy
Right.
traction, hurt yourself kind of way. But so up, let's see, here I am, and then I lean, but I'm not pinching in my low back because I'm lifting up, it's protecting the space.
Okay,
So does everyone feel that, where it doesn't feel like it's cramped or pinched in your low back?
Yes.
And now from here, I don't arch back, I round forward with gravity. Keep your tuck, protect that low back, keep your brain in your tuck.
okay.
And then I get here and I pressure the balls with my feet, got my circle, my low back still feels very protected. And then from here, I reach out, hopefully that's some semblance of parallel. And then down. Again, low back stays pretty still. And then again, here I'm protecting that low back, I'm moving from my waist up. And because I lift through the chest and push out with my knees, again here, I'm still not pinching my back. And then undo the back and then come up.
So let me see if I understand this correctly. So when I'm going to my left, then my right shoulder comes around to take the
Little bit.
stress off my back
Uh-huh.
to come down. I happen to do that.
I mean, I'm
And
not sure.
I've been
I'll have to
feeling
double
what he's
check.
been talking about, but I'm not feeling that.
Well, good, and I'll double check to make sure I'm not telling you incorrectly, but pain is incorrect, so we don't want,
Yes.
we don't want pain.
I'm gonna have to practice it, but that was better.
Good, good. So, you'll have a sense if you are kind of on the right track, if your back doesn't give you trouble in the compass, because it should, even though you're making this big trunk circle, it's, your back, when done correctly, feels very protected. It feels very neutral, which is what we want.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, right, and who doesn't want a neutral spine? Like, it's, so yeah, hopefully that's something to practice. And the ways to keep that in mind, for me, are really focusing on that tuck. Because even here, if I lose my tuck, it starts, and I
Yeah.
feel the pinch right there.
Yep, yep.
But if I think lift through, and by looking up at your hands, that helps the lifting through. It helps keep that idea there. And my tuck, if I continue looking here, it keeps this lifting up, which helps give that space to the low back. Does everyone understand that?
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. And these corrections are not for everybody, so like what Master Gohring did with you, those are your corrections, because that worked great. But if you've got a low back issue, these are my tips for that.
It helps if I go slow.
And slow, yes, these are,
Sounds good.
slow is always good, because you have time to assess where you are and make little corrections until it becomes second nature, so. Good, so got some good tips on the compass?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and bow out. Path of self-mastery requires balanced emotions. Balanced emotions do not yield to negativity. Path of self-mastery requires balanced emotions. Balanced emotions do not yield to negativity. Path of self-mastery requires balanced emotions. Balanced emotions do not yield to negativity.
I'll do head instructor.
Down to intermediate level students. Students at home, black sash training is dismissed. Good job, everybody.